Hey everybody, I'm Ron Godier, and this is Leadership in 2, presented by Intelligent. Look, if you're a leader in a company of any size, talent has always been important, but now it's become one of the critical components to your future success. The pressure you feel to go faster than your competition is very real, but that creates demands on your employees to go just as fast, and for some parts of your business, faster isn't always better. Nowhere is this more true than in talent acquisition. Look, speed is important, nobody's denying that. But achieving it isn't about simply going faster. It's about focusing on the right tasks, meaning building trusted relationships with candidates. Stephen Covey said that when we trust the other side of any conversation, whether it's business or personal, the conversation naturally moves faster and bypasses all of the bullshit that people need to get through in order to make a decision about whether to engage or not. I maintain that the success of any recruiting effort is directly proportional to the amount of time spent building trusted relationships. In fact, I would say it's the most critical thing that a recruiter can do. If your recruiters don't feel empowered to invest time in activities like this, then you as a company are dependent upon the luck of the draw, meaning who's available through inbound applications and cold outreach. That slows your process down. Companies have tried to solve this issue with recruiting technology. They've spent tons of money on employer branding and content marketing to candidates to create awareness about who they are in the market. But if this was the answer, then why does recruiting so often lag behind demand in most companies? I would offer that it's because leaders have transactionalized the act of recruiting, thinking that solving the equation was about volume and speed of interactions only, rather than on the quality of the relationship that was being built. So what's the solution? Well, first, don't abandon your tech or stop your branding or content efforts, but rather understand their place in the process. Revamp your views on how recruiting happens. Encourage your talent teams to spend time on the right activities. Measure those things and give your people the space to do the good work. Remember, a recruiter's primary job is to build relationships with talented people that you may want to hire at some point in the future, not processing inbound applications. They should continue to measure time to hire and metrics like that, but begin to work in things like quality conversations or new relationships rather than being forced to run with blinders on towards speed measurements only. To make this happen, you're going to need to talk to your talent leaders to simplify the role of the recruiter so that they can focus on the right things and not on administrative tasks. Then there are technology solutions and team structures with more coordinators and more support that can help make this happen. Look, candidates are smart. And it's not a buyer's market despite what you might think. The where, when, and how of work is changing, and being able to compete will mean having relationships with candidates at the right time. I am 100% positive that someone watching this right now is saying, well, that sounds great, Ron, but we have tons of inbound applications to keep us busy. Busy doesn't equal productive. Unfortunately, with inbound applicants, only a small fraction of these folks actually make it to the interview stage, and an even smaller portion get offers. Take a hard look at your engagement metrics outside of inbound applicants. Look at things like response rates to emails and in-mails and social outreach. And I think you're going to see that there's a lot of unproductive activity going on, and not because your teams are not trying or don't want to do a good job. Inadvertently, you may be pointing them in the wrong direction by assuming pipeline speed equals quality hiring. Think of it this way. Would you send a salesperson out to represent your company and then hang so much admin work on them that they couldn't generate new business? Of course you wouldn't. It's time to acknowledge that recruiting is actually a sales function inside your people team. Stop thinking of them as processors, but rather as ambassadors to your company that need to be focused on building new relationships in order to keep the talent pipeline flowing. If you continue to transactionalize your talent process, exclude outside vendors who can actually help you fill in the gaps while you transition to this new way of thinking, and you fail to understand that candidate preferences are changing, you're doing that at your own peril. Stop focusing so heavily on cost per hire and look at the cost of not hiring right. Going slower seems counterintuitive, but if you can adopt this approach, speed will increase, the quality of hire will go up, attrition will go down, and you'll have an opportunity to deliver a candidate experience unlike any other. Now, I hope you found this helpful and you can find ways to work it into your daily life and your work in your company. If you'd like to discuss it more, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, or you can email me at ron.godier@intelligent.com. This has been Leadership in 2, presented by Intelligent. Have a great day.